Chapter 3: How Online Business Works. The Value Exchange in Simple Terms. At its core, business is really just one thing: an exchange of value. You give something and you get something in return. In most cases, that something you get back is money, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes it's attention, sometimes it's information, sometimes it's future opportunity. But no matter what kind of business you're in, everything comes down to this simple idea: people trade what they have for what they want. If you understand this and keep it front and center in everything you do, you'll already be ahead of most people who try to make money online without really knowing what's going on under the surface. So let's break it down. In any online business, there are three main players: you, the business, the person you're trying to reach, the customer, and the thing that's being exchanged, the offer. The customer has a problem, a desire, or a goal. You have a solution, a product, or a service. When you connect the two in a way that feels worth it to them, the exchange happens. If you're selling a physical product, the exchange might be money for an item they can use. If you're offering a service, it's money for your time, skill, or expertise. If you're creating content, it might be their attention in exchange for entertainment or information, which you later monetize through ads, sponsorships, or other products. Now, here's the key: value is always in the eye of the customer. What feels valuable to one person might feel worthless to another. A coffee drinker might happily pay $5 for a specialty latte, while a non-coffee drinker wouldn't take it for free. Online, this is even more important because you're not limited to your local area. You can reach people whose needs, interests, and values align perfectly with what you're offering. Your job isn't to convince everyone in the world that they need what you have. It's to find the people who already want it and show them why you're the best choice to give it to them. The internet makes this process incredibly efficient. In the offline world, finding those people might mean printing flyers, running ads in the local paper, or waiting for word of mouth to slowly spread. Online, you can use search engines, social media, email lists, and paid ads to put your offer in front of exactly the kind of person who's most likely to say yes. You can test different messages, images, and prices instantly, and you can track what's working in real time. That means you can adapt quickly, double down on what's bringing in the results, and stop wasting energy on what isn't. But while the internet gives you incredible reach, it also means you're competing with more noise than ever before. People are bombarded with offers, ads, and content all day long. So the real skill isn't just having something to sell. It's cutting through the noise so the right people notice you, understand your value, and feel confident enough to take the next step. That's where things like trust, branding, and presentation come into play. You can have the best product in the world, but if nobody understands it or trusts you enough to buy, it won't matter. One of the most important things to understand about value exchange is that it doesn't always happen instantly. In many online businesses, especially those selling higher priced products or services, people need time to warm up before they're ready to buy. That's why you'll often see business owners giving away free content, tools, or resources. They're creating value up front without asking for anything in return to build trust and start the relationship. Once that trust is there, the actual exchange becomes much easier. Think of it as planting seeds. Some people will be ready to buy right away, but many will need time before they're ready to commit. And here's another thing. Value isn't just about the product or service itself. It's about the whole experience. If you order something online and it arrives quickly, packaged nicely, and works exactly as promised, you'll probably buy from that seller again. If the same product arrives late, damaged, or with poor customer service, you'll probably never come back. That's because people are always comparing what they got to what they expected. If the experience exceeds their expectations, they see the exchange as a win. If it falls short, they see it as a loss. The beauty of doing business online is that you can control and optimize this exchange in so many ways. You can improve your product, make your website easier to navigate, write better descriptions, offer faster support, or even just communicate more clearly. Every little improvement you make to the way value is delivered increases the chances that customers will feel they got the better end of the deal. And that is what keeps them coming back, telling their friends, and ultimately growing your business. At the end of the day, all the tools, tactics, and platform we'll talk about in this course are just ways of making the value exchange happen more often, with more people, and in more efficient ways. But the foundation never changes. You need something people want, you need to get it in front of them, and you need to make it worth their while to say yes. Master that, and everything else becomes much easier.